Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome back to the news. Still on the ongoing Edo Tribunal case. Whenever we are engaged in a discussion with an APC member regarding this ongoing tribunal case in Edo State, there is one recurring theme in their argument, which states that the president will never allow Senator Monday Okepebholo to lose this case. To them, their argument is that is the only assurance they have, hanging their hopes on the belief that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to control more states in order to secure victory in the 2027 general election. Even the APC chairman, Abdullahi Ganduje, has already dropped their blueprint, what they intend on doing during the upcoming elections. And we all know that they are out for massive state capture. It's not a hidden fact. It's there for all to see. But then, they've already jumped into conclusions that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs Senator Monday Okepebholo, that he needs Okepebholo and he needs Edo State to win the 2027 presidential election. And if winning Edo State was a necessity or was actually important or a requirement for securing the presidency, then the former President Goodluck Jonathan would have probably remained in power in 2015. He won Edo State overwhelmingly, but Goodluck Jonathan still lost the presidency to Muhammadu Buhari despite winning Edo State, who was soundly defeated in the state. Muhammadu Buhari was soundly defeated in Edo State. Meanwhile, Goodluck Jonathan won Edo State massively. The same pattern repeated itself. Atiku Abubakar won Edo State in 2019. Yet, Buhari, who lost Edo State, retained his seat. And then, if we want to fast forward to 2023, Tinubu lost Edo State to Peter Obi, yet Obi did not win the presidency. Tinubu, despite losing in Edo, emerged victorious. So clearly, Edo's voting pattern has never been a determining factor in deciding who occupies the Aso Rock, or who becomes the next president, or who wins the next presidential election. If history is any guide, a president losing Edo does not translate into losing the national seat. If anything, Tinubu should be praying to lose Edo in 2027 to maintain this historical trend. And beyond party affiliation, the big question is, what value does Monday Okepebholo really bring to Mr. President? What value does Monday Okepebholo have as a person? Because governance is not just about numbers. Governance is about competence, is about leadership, the ability to implement policies that align with national development goals. If Tinubu truly wants to strengthen governance in Nigeria, then he needs capable and intelligent state governors who can complement the administration's efforts, not liabilities, who will further burden the system. And we tend to see good candidates who will fit in that picture. Candidates like Aswe Yodalo, that's where he comes in. Someone who is a technocrat with a solid background in economics, in finance, in governance. Okepebholo, Aswe Yodalo has the expertise to attract investments, not just local investment, but foreign investment, foster economic growth, implement agendas that somehow will align with Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. unlike Monday Okepebholo, who practically lacks intellectual depth and administrative experience. Some may say he was a senator. He was a senator, so he has experience. Aswe possesses the qualities needed to turn Edo State into an economic powerhouse, thereby contributing to national development. But what does Okepebholo have? Ighodalo possesses better qualities than Monday Okepebholo. For Nigeria to progress, the country needs more competent, intelligent, experienced, focused and capable governors who can support national efforts. Governance should not be reduced to party loyalty alone. It shouldn't. It must be driven by competence, someone that has vision, someone that has a mission for the people. A country cannot afford to have governors who lack vision, who lack capacity to articulate and implement policies. Monday Okepebholo, so far, has not shown that he is competent enough. The few months into his administration, or the few months of his administration, clearly, pictures how he has drastically taken Edo State backwards. You see how Edo State has been overridden by Agberos. It's obvious that Agberos are the ones in charge of Edo State currently. The people are complaining, even to the grassroots level. Market men, market women, motor drivers, transport workers, they are all complaining because of how Agberos have practically taken over Edo State. How about his inability to communicate effectively? Because we saw how he made some how will I put it, some gaffe, I think few months back, when he tried to pronounce figures at the budget, but he couldn't. And then we had Jared Tenebe who came and said Monday Okepebholo is not familiar with such huge figures because he doesn't steal, unlike Aswe Yodalo and Obaseki, who steals huge chunks of money. That was what Jared Tenebe said. He used that as an excuse for Monday Okepebholo's inability to communicate effectively. And the APC members, most of them, have continued to cling on that belief that Tinubu will never allow Okepebholo to lose. But history has repeatedly shown that no single state determines a president's fate. If anything, Tinubu should be more concerned about ensuring that governors across the countries are competent enough to complement his administration rather than imposing a man who lacks the basic qualities of leadership. The fate of Edo State should not be determined by blind party loyalty, but by competence. And the tribunal must deliver justice based on the evidence before it, and not on an assumed presidential influence. Nigeria needs leaders who can contribute meaningfully to governance, not political placeholders whose only qualification is being in the ruling party alone. We need to say no to such. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Because Monday Okepebholo may be a liability to Mr. President more than him being an asset to Bola Tinubu. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.